Hey guys, hello to all my new Team 19 members. You guys have been hopping on. It's been really great. I'm so excited. So thank you guys for joining up with my team. Declaring for House 19, you know, it's pretty fucking awesome. You know, breaker of tears, all that sort of shit. So hi. And this is the second entry into my diary series. And today I am going to talk about a couple things. I am going to do a mini Dark Tower review within this diary series because I don't want to do a whole video about it on its own because it's like I just feel like it's really negative. So I just want to balance it out with like some fun shit. And the fun thing is that today I went to the Orange County State Fair. I had a great time. I haven't been out and like, I haven't done anything in a while because it's like I work all the time and like I like working a lot. But I was like, this week I put it on my list of things to do because I have like all these lists of things I need to get done all the time. I was like, do something fun this week, like go to a museum or like do something. And I was texting with my girl Sydney, who does my hair, and she was like, oh, well, if you, like, me and Ziggy, her 6-year-old, like, we're thinking about going to the fair on Wednesday. Do you want to come with? And I was like, well, I got it in my schedule. I'm supposed to do something fun this week. So, hey, let's go. So she was like, all right. So I got up on time. I'm like, my sleep's really fucked up. So, but I got up on time. I got there on time. We got some school supplies. We head down to Orange County. It's like an hour away. And we like get in for free because we give them a bunch of school supplies. And then we get in there and it's like, oh, it was like so much fun. I haven't been to a fair in a really long time, I was at the Orange County Fairgrounds though in March for Muse Inc. when my friend Daniel was like tattooing the back of my calf. But so yeah, I haven't been to a fair in a long time and it was a lot of fun. We did like so many things. I saw like award-winning cookies and cakes and like table placemats, and we pet like all these different like goats, and we saw pigs, and we saw the Budweiser Clydesdales, and like just like llamas, like in fact camels. They had a camel there. In fact, I got this rare milk camel milk lip care milk and honey thing. This like, because it's funny, like when I was in Tulsa visiting my friend, we went to like this flea market thing, and I got like a honey, like a local, I like to buy like some local person who makes a chapstick, because I don't like using chapstick because this doesn't have like alcohol in it. It's just like butters and stuff. And so I finally ran out of that one that I got in Tulsa, so I was like in the market for a new one. And so this lady, she was like really excited about my hair. She's like, oh my God, you know, I got a lot of compliments about my hair today at the fair. There was a lot of girls that were like, your hair's awesome. And I was like, thanks, I try. And this woman was like, oh, your fucking hair looks so cool. You look so awesome. I just want to draw you, because I had this big sun hat on, and I had like, I was covered up with this like shawl that has eyeballs all over. It's blue, but it has these big like eyes on it. And so I did look pretty sick. And so I went over there and started talking to her, and then I ended up buying this, and it was awesome. It was just like so much fun. And yeah, I'm also really proud of myself because I'm very pale. I don't go out in the sun a lot. And so today I was a little nervous because I was like, ooh, I'm going to a fair. Like, I'm going to be outside in the sun for like a whole day. You know, it's like, that's like, oh gosh. But I had my sun hat. I recently bought this new 30 SPF, like yogurt-based mineral veil thing, you know, it's SPF 30, and I put that on, and then I had like this red raspberry seed oil that's supposed to be 50 SPF, so before I went out there, I like got a bunch of that in my hand and put a bunch of what is it, like just a moisturizer, and then put it all over my arms and legs. And I just wore like this little sundress thing, and I have my fanny pack and my big hat, and then I kind of covered my shoulders and arms with this gauzy shawl thing. And I totally did it. I didn't get a sunburn at all, so I'm really proud of myself because I was out there since like 3, and then we left at maybe 9. So we were doing it. And the best part, of course, was the fair food. I broke my diet today a little bit, you know, having some fun. I had The best thing I think I had was the grilled corn. Like, the grilled corn was just so good. It was so fresh, and like I just got this big fucking thing of corn, and I put butter all over it, and I put like Parmesan cheese on it, and I burned my mouth. I burned up here eating it because I was like, I really want to eat this. I don't want to wait till it cools down. And then I shared a turkey leg with my compatriots, and then God, it was like so big. It was so gross and weird, but I was like, whatever, I'm doing it. I'm at a fair today. And then the dessert, because you have to have a dessert thing if you go to the fair. So I did have some sliced apples with caramel sauce, because I wanted to get a caramel apple, but it's like really annoying to eat on the stick. If it's like sliced up and you have it in a bowl, it's like way easier. So I just did that. So that was perfect. And then we rode the Ferris wheel. It was huge. It was the largest transportable Ferris wheel. And so we did that, and that was a lot of fun. And then afterwards, like, recently in the news, there's been like a thing where like there was a fair ride that like fucked up, and like some people died, and it was like really brutal. And there's a video, and it's like kind of fucked up. And so, you know, T and I had seen that video, and I told him I was going to the fair, and he's like, oh no, you better not go on one of those rides. And I was like, oh, I won't go on any rides. But because he told me that I shouldn't go on any, then I was like, I'm gonna go on a ride. So I went on the zero gravity ride. Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I like going on crazy rides. I like going on crazy rides. And I went on, it wasn't too crazy though. There was ones that were way crazier. But this one, I like rides that, like, I can do like loop-de-loops fine. I can't do like carousels. Like carousels and teacups make me throw up. If you're like positioned outwards and you're spinning, like that doesn't work for me. But like for some reason, if I'm in one of those gravity things, because I went on the zero gravity, and it like pushes you like you're in a circle, and then you're going so fast, but you're pointed towards the center. You're not pointed towards like the outside. So that doesn't make me sick. So I was like, I got in there, and it like pins you to the wall, and then like so it's going like this. But then this one tilts this way, so you're like this, and you're just like pinned up against the wall. And you just have this little tiny like lap band that's not even a band, that's just like hooked. I mean, it's like so janky, but it's like, that's why it's fun, because it's like super not safe, I guess. I don't know. I'm a risk taker. And I did that, and that was just amazing. I really like the gravity, like ones where you feel the force of gravity like pushing you. I think that's a lot of fun, and I laughed, and it was great. It was just like such a fun experience. I haven't been on one of those in so long. So yeah, I had a really successful fair day today. Anything else? Oh yeah, I bought this. I got a fucked up cord. I got like this ridiculous LED light changing phone charger cord, but I think I should have tested it, because it doesn't fucking work. I think I got a dud, but whatever. It was $8. Like, it's totally fine. I did look at these shoes that were like light up shoes that were like $40, but I didn't buy them because I'm like, I don't need to fucking do that right now. Like, that's stupid. But yeah, so it was a really great day. I had a lot of fun, and you know, we drove back up here, and now, yeah, I gotta take a shower after this, because I'm like kind of sweaty. You know, it's been in the sun all day. But yesterday, I went to see the Dark Tower finally. I've been avoiding it. You know, I could have gone all weekend. We kept saying, oh, let's go. And then every day I was like, I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it. And then last night I was like, fine, we can go. And Tyson needed to take a break, because he's been working really hard on the Sailor Moon Commando review. It's coming along really well, actually. We got some good work done on it, because he was stuck in a few places, and then he showed it to me, and I was like, oh, well, I think that we should just cut this like this, you know. And then like recently he's been teaching me how to rough cut stuff, so I've been doing assistant editing stuff. So when I couldn't explain to him what I thought that we should do, I was like, just get up, and then I did it myself, and I just took this piece out and glued these pieces together, and then it really, like, I think worked a lot better. So we came up with some really good solutions. But anyways, back to the Dark Tower. So we went to the Dark Tower, and I've read the entire book series. Well, there's a new book that's out that I haven't read. The Wind Through the Keyhole, I think is what it's called. I have not read that one, so fair warning. But it also has been a while. Like, it's been a while since I've read them, so they're not 100% fresh in my mind, everything that goes on. And watching this movie, though, like, the whole time I was just like, I kept saying, like, it was like nobody was in the theater except for a few people, and we went all the way to the back so we could talk shit and not have to worry about, like, upsetting anyone around us. And so I was just like, this is not the deal. This is not it. This is not the one. Like, this is not it. I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know what this is. And, yeah, man, it was just fucking garbage. Like, I just wanted my money back. Not even my money back. I just wanted my time back. Because, honestly, there was a lot of things I could have been working on. I have, like, Doom Club stuff that I need to be working on writing. Tyson's got editing stuff that he needs to be working on. Like, we were both just like, ugh, why did we even see this? Like, it wasn't even... like, it's not fun at all, and they just don't get the tone right. And I love Idris Elba. I think he's cool. I don't think he's a terrible choice for Roland at all. I don't think he was given anything that was awesome. I mean, he does a good job with what he's given. Matthew McConaughey was like, so I was reading these reviews, these bad reviews, and someone said that, like, Matthew McConaughey is scarier in his, like, Chrysler ads or whatever, fucking those terrible car ads. And I was like, oh, it's so good. He is scarier in those fucking car ads than he was in this movie. And it was just boring. Like, he was just like, as Walter Paddock or Walter O'Dem or the Man in Black or Randall Flagg, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I mean, he was just like, he just like walked by this girl once and was like, hate. And then the girl's like, stops eating her popsicle and just looks angry. And it was just like so dumb. Like, it was like, okay. And then he's like, you ain't seen nothing. Oh, his lines were really bad. And then switching it from Roland's perspective as like the main character to the kid, Jake, it was just, it wasn't the one. It wasn't the one. And I just, it was frustrating because I kept, you know, when the movie was coming on, it was like, Tech Corporation. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking cool, kind of, you know. But then to see, like, this is what they come up with, it's like, Akiva Goldsman, like, you can go fuck yourself. Like, that guy sucks. He wrote, executive produced, like, I don't even know who the director is. I should look him up. I don't even know who he is. Never heard of him. But this was like, wow, you like, nobody understands this, nobody gets it, and, like, this is a property where it should be, I was reading this other article, it's like, this should be a producer's wet dream, like, because it has horror, fantasy, sci-fi, western, like, the Dark Tower series, what's so unique about it is that it, like, Stephen King genre hops effortlessly, like, it all works, it doesn't feel contrived, you know, and it doesn't feel like a bunch of homages stuck together. It feels like its own thing, and it feels like nothing you've ever really experienced before, and I think it's really interesting, and that's why I like it, is because there's nothing like the Dark Tower. I mean, it's so weird. It's not something that I would recommend to everybody because it is so weird. It's like, it's for a certain type of person. Most people, like, they're not gonna want to fool with all that because it gets really out there, and, like, there's times where, like, it gets a little masturbatory at times, and, like, Stephen King ends up in the story, you know. But, like, I kind of like that meta shit. Like, I'm into it. Like, I'll fucking go along with this. So yeah. And in this, it didn't have that tone. It didn't have that weirdness about it. You could tell that the people who were making this weren't weirdos. Like, you kind of have to be a weirdo to make the Dark Tower and to make it work, and they just didn't understand kind of what they had. And, you know, they tried to kind of do some of the genre hopping stuff, but it just didn't work, and it just felt like they didn't know what they were doing. And, like, and then the way they changed things, like, in the books there's this restaurant called the Dixie Pig, and it's in New York, and it's where all these, like, vampire motherfuckers go hang out, and, like, you eat babies and shit there. You know what I'm saying? They have long pork on the menu, which is another way of saying, like, eating babies. And like, it's just like this rundown restaurant where they hang out and they go meet up, and, like, there's just, like, these asshole, like, dark creatures that go there. And in this, it's like, it's huge on the inside, and it's not even like a restaurant. Like, that isn't even a thing. Like, I guess it's just a front restaurant, and it was like, whatever. And then when you see like all of like the Merlin's rainbow of all the different balls, like there's all these like crystal balls, they're all these different colors that have these different properties. Like they show them in there, but it's like you don't know anything about them. Like they don't put any of the mythology in there. We don't put any of the mythology of the gunslingers in there. Like they kind of put a couple things, but it just doesn't work. And then I don't like that Roland was like, I'm not a gunslinger. I don't want to be a gunslinger. It's like, no, man, like fucking he's a gunslinger. Like I get that this is a cyclical story, like this cycle is very cyclical and meta and weird, and so they're trying to kind of do like, this is a new cycle, but our own cycle, where we're kind of taking some of the similar things, like, okay, I'll take that, you can go with that, but like, what they did with it was just like really uninspired. It was just really uninspired, and I was just like, wow, like, how did this get made? How did anyone, like, why didn't anyone along the way, like, be like, hey guys, like, you guys are not doing this right. Like, you're like, why didn't they just hire somebody who read the fucking books? Like, because I'm telling you, like, fucking Akiva Goldsman, whatever the fuck, like, you're not a fan of Dark Tower. Like, you're not a fan. You didn't read the books. Maybe you kind of skimmed them or did some whatever, but you don't, like, you don't have love in your heart for this, and it shows. It shows that you really don't understand it. So it's just another one of those things where you have this really interesting IP that you might be able to do some cool stuff with, but they didn't do anything cool with it. And it's just like, do you guys just like pissing money away? Do you have enough money to just piss away on movies like this? Like, maybe they do, you know, I guess so. I don't know. I haven't looked into the economics of it, but I did hear that 19 is a number from the Dark Tower series. It's the number of Ka. It's part of the reason why I have a 19 in my name. And I heard that it made 19 million this weekend, and then it got a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, Dark Tower. Like, that's the best part. Like, that's the best part. So, yeah, it was just really, don't waste your time. Don't go see it. It's not worth it. And the thing that was, like, disturbing to me was that, okay, it's one of these, like, Dark Tower property is something that I don't feel like really can be translated to the big screen. I don't think it really works. It might be able to work as a show, and supposedly they are developing this into a show, but not, I mean, are they still going to do that after this fucking fail? Like, they're going to just keep pushing ahead and keep making shit that fucking sucks, but whatever. It could be a show, but really, honestly, I don't think it's something that should be, it's just too weird. It's not translatable in my opinion, so... you know, I've always felt that way, and then now that I see it, I'm like, yep, yeah, this isn't gonna work, guys. This isn't gonna work. Not with these people, not with this producer, not with this director, not with these fucking writers. Like, this is not gonna work. So, yeah, so it didn't, and, you know, it was just boring. Like, that was the main thing about it. It was just fucking boring. Like, it was so boring in the way, like, Tyson was like, man, I wanted to leave like 30 minutes in, and I was like, yeah, me too. Like, me too, you know? But, you know, even though the Dark Tower was really boring, at least the Orange County Fair was fucking awesome, and I had a lot of fun, and it was great, and I got to go on the Zero Gravity and eat some corn and do all those things. It was a lot of fun, and so, yeah. So I guess that's it for my diary. Again, thank you to all my new team members, all you new Team 19 people out there. Welcome aboard. And also, thank you to all of my original Gangsta Team 19 members. You guys are the best. And I'm really so excited to show you this Sailor Moon Commando review. You guys are going to love it. I know it's taking us a little bit longer, but that's kind of what we're pivoting towards, is we don't want to do topical stuff. Like, I'll do some topical reviews. Like, I'm sure when Thor comes out, I'll probably say something about Thor. But, like, I want to pivot away from that and just start doing, like, bigger, more thoughtful reviews, and that are more on evergreen material. Like Sailor Moon. It's like anyone can watch this at any time, you know, and, like, you could still glean something from it in 5 years down the road. So I want to start just talking about things I really actually care about versus talking about, like, timely things that I'm supposed to care about that are generally fucking garbage, because it just hurts. It hurts to watch a lot of garbage, and, like, I mean, I'm a little bit of a movies, like, sadomasochist. Like, I do like to watch bad movies, but when you have to sit there and try to, like, think critically and, like, do a whole, like, do you know how much time and energy it takes to, like, make a really good episode? And a lot of these movies don't deserve it. They don't deserve that amount of critical thinking or that amount of effort. But when topical movies come up that do deserve that sort of thinking and critical whatever effort, we're gonna make a cool review. but you know, but we want to start doing stuff that's like more chill. And that's why we're kind of doing these things, exclusive Patreon things, where I can just talk about something topical real quick and get it off my chest and not have to like spend a whole week working on something that we both don't really like that much, you know? So anyways, yeah. So thanks again, guys. It was fun. Let me know if you like this diary series. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to probably take a shower and go find some dinner or something, because I need to do that. So you guys have a wonderful day, and you know what? Go to a state fair if you get the chance, because it's a lot of fun. Boop.